Now, moving on to superposition of waves. So, we say that two waves superpose when they are traveling with the same amplitude, frequency, and speed, but they are traveling in opposite directions. So, जो resultant wave होगी उसकी displacement would be the vector sum of the displacement of both the colliding waves. You can see in the diagram below where wave 1 and 2 are two separate waves traveling in opposite directions, and the dotted green line shows the superposed wave. So waves that have a constant position are called stationary waves, and they are also called standing waves. And these standing waves are formed when there is interference and superimposition of two or more waves traveling in opposite directions. We can see an example of this. अगर हम एक स्ट्रिंग को टाई करें टू अ वॉल एंड यू वाइब्रेट इट अप एंड डाउन, तो जो वेव फॉर्म होगी इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट फ्रॉम द वॉल एंड इट विल इंटरफेयर विद द इनकमिंग वेव्स, एंड सो दिस विल प्रोड्यूस अ स्टेशनरी वेव. In these stationary waves, we have nodes and antinodes. Nodes वो points होते हैं जहाँ पे the wave has zero displacement, and antinodes are वो points जहाँ पे the wave has maximum amplitude. In the diagram on the right, you can see the nodes are labeled as N, whereas the antinodes are labeled as A. Now we see that when the particles of waves interfere, they can interfere in two ways, destructively or constructively. Destructive interference तब होती है when the superposition leads to a zero displacement graph. This shows that when a crest interferes with a trough, it would interfere destructively, or the resultant wave की displacement होगी, it would be zero. And because nodes are points जहाँ पे zero displacement होती है, so waves are interfering destructively at nodes. Whereas antinodes पे constructive interference हो रही है because the waves have maximum displacement. Additionally, nodes पे the interfering waves are out of phase from each other by pi radians. Whereas antinodes पे the waves are in phase with each other. Since दोनों waves के amplitudes are added up to give a resultant wave, and the amplitude of this resultant wave is larger than the incident waves. यहाँ पे you should also note कि in standing waves there is no transfer of energy, because progressive waves में the position of nodes and antinodes stays the same as the wave does not move with time.